legend has finally returned, and this time it's bringing a shockwave through the sports car world. The 2026 Toyota Celica is here, reborn with an attitude nobody expected. For years, enthusiasts kept asking Toyota to revive the Celica, a name that defined affordable performance and youthful excitement. Now, after nearly 2 decades, Toyota has delivered, and trust me, it did not come back quietly. At first glance, the 2026 Celica looks like the perfect mix of futuristic aggression and classic Japanese sports car heritage. Toyota's designers have given it a low, athletic stance that screams speed before the engine even starts. The front fascia is dominated by sharp LED headlights that sweep into a sculpted hood, giving the Celica a predatory expression, almost like it's ready to pounce. Wide air intakes aren't just for show. They channel cool air directly into the turbo system and brakes, helping maintain power and performance under pressure. The side profile takes inspiration from earlier generations, long hood, short rear, but now enhanced with bold character lines and muscular fenders that hug the wheels tightly. At the back, a sporty integrated spoiler and distinctive LED taillights bring everything together. There's no mistaking it, this is a driver's car, but the real shock comes from what lies under the surface. The 2026 Celica is built on Toyota's latest Gazoo racing performance platform, the same engineering philosophy that developed the GR Supra and GR Yaris. That means a lightweight yet incredibly rigid structure that responds instantly to driver inputs. Toyota knows its fans wanted more than a stylish coupe. They wanted real performance, so they delivered. Powering the new Celica is a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-4 engine developed by GR engineers, pushing out a thrilling 320 horsepower and around 310 lb-ft of torque. That's enough to launch the Celica from 0 to 100 km/h in under 4.8 seconds, faster than the iconic GT4 models that once dominated rally stages. And speaking of rally inspiration, Toyota didn't forget where the Celica made its mark. For the first time in decades, the Celica returns with an optional GR4 all-wheel drive system. This means you can carve through corners in complete confidence, with power distributed intelligently to maximize grip and speed. For purists who love the feeling of rear-wheel dance, there's also a more affordable rear-wheel drive configuration. Transmission options are designed for enthusiasts too. A 6-speed manual transmission ensures that the Celica stays connected to its roots. A proper driver's car with a gear lever and clutch pedal that give you full control over every shift. If you prefer modern convenience and quicker shifts, a high-performance 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters is available, tuned for performance both on the street and track. Toyota has included multiple driving modes, normal, sport, and track, allowing the Celica to change personality with a simple press of a button. In track mode, throttle response sharpens, the suspension stiffens, and the exhaust note becomes louder and more aggressive. Handling is another area where the Celica surprises. Thanks to adaptive suspension, performance-tuned steering, and a low center of gravity, the Celica moves with precision and stability. Cornering feels razor-sharp, yet the ride remains comfortable enough for everyday driving. Whether you're cruising city streets or ripping through mountain roads, this car loves every second of it. And yes, it sounds fantastic. Toyota engineered an exhaust system that delivers a deep, sporty tone without being overwhelming. You can hear the turbo spool, the pops between shifts, and the satisfying growl as you push toward the red line. It's not just a car, it's an experience. Step inside and the excitement continues. The interior strikes a perfect balance between sporty and premium. The cockpit is driver-focused with a thick, flat-bottom steering wheel, supportive sport bucket seats, and controls that fall naturally into your hands. High-quality materials are used throughout, leather or Alcantara upholstery depending on trim, and subtle red stitching reminds you this car belongs to Toyota's GR family. A fully digital instrument cluster gives drivers real-time data including turbo boost levels, lap timing, and G-force measurements. The center infotainment display integrates Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Toyota's newest performance software. You can adjust AWD behavior, suspension damping, and throttle sensitivity, turning the Celica into the exact type of sports car you want it to be. And even with all this performance, Toyota hasn't forgotten comfort. Dual-zone climate control, wireless charging, premium JBL audio. Yes, this car is ready for daily living too. Safety isn't sacrificed either. Toyota Safety Sense is included, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, collision avoidance, giving drivers peace of mind while pushing performance boundaries. One of the biggest selling points of the new Celica is accessibility. Toyota knew this car needed to be exciting but not unreachable. It sits below the Supra in price, making it an entry point into the world of high-performance Japanese sports cars. And that's the magic of the Celica name. It always stood for fun that everyone could enjoy. Everywhere you look, there's a sense that Toyota built this car for enthusiasts, not just for sales. Little design cues pay tribute to Celica history, from subtle GT4-influenced aero to badge placements that fans will appreciate. But everything is done with a modern twist, proving this isn't just a nostalgic reboot, it's evolution. As the automotive world moves toward electrification, the Celica stands proudly as a turbocharged performance machine. But Toyota hasn't ruled out hybrid assistance in future GR versions. And knowing the path Toyota is on, that could push this car into even more thrilling territory. What makes the 2026 Celica so special is that it represents a promise from Toyota. The passion for performance is alive. Sports cars aren't disappearing. They're becoming smarter, faster, and more emotionally engaging. And the Celica is leading that charge for a new generation. Drivers who grew up dreaming of owning one finally get their chance again. Younger enthusiasts get to discover a name their parents once admired. It's more than a car, it's a comeback story, a rebirth of a legend that refuses to fade. So here we are, the 2026 Toyota Celica, a machine built for pure excitement. It accelerates your heartbeat, connects you to the road, and reminds the world that driving should be fun. Nobody expected it, nobody predicted it, but now that it's here, one thing is clear. The Celica isn't just back, it's better than ever.